Hey guys, what's up? It's Big Hoss here. Got another video for y'all today. This is pretty much going to be on my PlayStation collection, just the original PlayStation, the PS1 pretty much. What started it all with PlayStation pretty much when it came out at the time. PlayStation was one of my favorite consoles growing up. Back then I probably just said Nintendo 64 was my favorite. Because of GoldenEye and all that, but the PlayStation does hold a very special place in my heart when it comes to like RPGs, JRPGs, and some of the wrestling games that were coming out at the time. There's a few other games that I played on the PlayStation. I'm going to go over my collection, show you the games that I played. I do have some very rare games in this collection. I'll probably save the rare ones for the last, and also I don't know, this is not probably going to go in order. I just got them all stacked up over here. I just pulled them off my shelf and just got them sitting over here. I'm going to try to, I know which stacks are where they're at, but I'll let you know what I think about the game. So let's go ahead, and this stack I got right here. Alright, this one is like a memory card. It's pretty much like a memory card thing that would hold up to, I don't know, it had like 4, but I got this with something, and it's got somebody's name, Luke, wrote on it. It doesn't have nothing in here that holds memory cards, so I'm pretty sure it's missing like this little thing that was in there that would hold them in place, that keeps them in place. But that's pretty much it for the memory card. And like I said, it's got some kid's name wrote Luke on it. So like when I bought this off of eBay, it came with a bunch of stuff, because I was like, you know what, I need some memory cards. So Ultimate Deer Hunt, it came with that PS1 that I have boxed that's sitting up on my shelf. I'll show that at the end of the video. I'll show y'all where my PlayStation's at and all that. One Extreme, like I said, this also was what came with that PlayStation 1 I bought. That was boxed. Now this is one of the games I do remember playing. My mom used to love playing this game. Frogger, Greatest Hits. It's a fun little game. You know what? Let me get out of. Let's let down the recliner real quick, because I feel like I'm not getting a good shot at some of these games I'm getting. So I'm gonna sit up a little bit. All right. I remember playing this WF Attitude. It's a very fun game. I know a lot of people probably would complain about it, hate on it, because of the fighting style. Like you got to push a bunch of buttons to do a move, which that's what sucked about the game. But at the time, when that game came out, I mean, it really was something, it was fun, like the creative stuff that you could do. I still have a Warzone. This is not my original copy from when I was a kid, but it is still sealed, Greatest Hits. I actually have my original copy somewhere. I don't know where it's at though. It's probably in bad shape, because when I was a kid, I mean, we were pretty much hell on our game. Anything that was a disc didn't really survive. This is my original one though, for WCW Thunder. I don't have the cover, I don't know where it's at, but still the original case and all that, just don't have the actual manual. Here is WCW versus the World. Also not my original copy. I bought this offline a while back, a couple years ago. It's in really good shape though. Most of all these games are in pretty good shape. Alright, that went through that one. Let's go through this next. Right here I have some pretty cool games in this one. Alright, Dino Crisis. Very, very good condition. Very, very good condition. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's a really fun game. I played a lot of Dino Crisis games when I was a kid. I have Dino Crisis 2. And it's in really good shape as well. Pretty good copy of both of those. Here's another game that I played a lot on PlayStation, also on PS2. Metal Gear Solid. Has everything. Everything's in there. Manual, all that good stuff. I love some Metal Gear Solid back then. That was one of my favorites to play on PlayStation. Now these right here are probably what I played the most. Besides the wrestling games, these right here, what I have right here in this collection, I definitely played a lot of. Let me get them in order here. Let's see what we have. Because I got a few extra copies. Some of them are actually my original copies. And what I have right here, really I played a lot of. I have 2 copies of 2 of these. Grand Theft Auto. I played it religiously on PlayStation and on Game Boy Advance SP when it came out on it. For it, I played it on there. I still have the original map, manual, all that for that one. This is my actual original copy, I think. I don't know if there's, yes, I don't have the map or anything like that for this one. Let's see. Have Grand Theft Auto 2. It still has its original map in it and manual, everything in good shape. No scratches really on the disc. And I have 2 copies of GTA London. This one also has its map, original manual, all that. So it's in good shape. And then I have my original one from when I was a kid. Right here, it's in kind of rough condition. And it doesn't have its map. And actually there's another game in there that I didn't know was in there. Hitman 2 for PS2. For some reason it was in there. And that's it. The only thing that's missing out of that's the map, but I have these other ones right here. So I played those Grand Theft Auto games a lot, so they were probably would be. I would say Grand Theft Auto 2 was probably in my top 5 PlayStation games at the time when I was a kid, for sure. This is another game I have right here though. It is Warriors, Night and Magic. Has a disc, manual, everything in it. It's a pretty clean game. Just has a little crack right there on the jewel case. Alright, now we're getting down to like the RPGs and all that stuff, but let's go ahead and go over, I'm just going to go ahead and bring out these 2 games. Alright, these 2 right here are probably my favorite game that I ever played on PlayStation, for sure. Definitely what got me liking wrestling games on PlayStation, because at the time Nintendo 64 was pretty much whooping PlayStation's ass when it came to wrestling games. When you got, No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000 and all that was, WCW versus NWO Revenge. I mean, man, the wrestling games on Nintendo 64 was the shit, man. But PlayStation started coming out with the SmackDown series. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, SmackDown 2 was my favorite wrestling game on the PlayStation. I have everything, manual, disc is clean. Only thing is there's a little crack right there on the jewel case. And SmackDown, the first one that came out. And this one is my original copy, which is in really good shape. The reason why a lot of my other games are not in the best shape is because of friends that I let borrow it, or my brother, or just, it's just some games I didn't care about as much. So I was guilty of leaving my disc laying out sometimes when I was a kid, but when it came to my favorite games, I took really good care of them. I tried to anyways. Alright, now we're getting down to the rare stuff, the more rare stuff I have, and the RPGs and JRPGs that I have in my collection. Alright, we're going to go with, there's a Final Fantasy Tactics, Greatest Hits. It's in a seal. It's actually, I think it's not even opened. It's still sealed. This one's, no, this ain't the one that's sealed. Yeah, this one is sealed still. Alright, I have a brand new Final Fantasy Origins 1 and 2. Greatest Hits, still sealed. Hasn't been opened. I've played all these though. Majority of them I have played. Final Fantasy Anthology. I just got them like these little protective sleeves that it came with. I was like, I'm not gonna take them out of them. We'll just keep them in there. So we're just gonna keep them sealed up. Try to take good care of them as I can. I try not to. I play some of these. I need to go back and play some of them. It's been so long. I mean, I hadn't played some of these games. I hadn't even played since I was probably like 12 or 11. So we have Final Fantasy Chronicles. I got the Chrono Trigger. I remember playing this a good bit back in the day. Let's see. Alright, I'm down to my last Final Fantasy games. Probably my favorite, probably everybody's favorite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7, I have the greatest hits. And then I have Final Fantasy 7, the black label, in really good shape. Manual, all the discs are in here. So, it's been very taken good care of. I'm glad to have this in my PlayStation collection. And then I have, now that we're done with the Final Fantasies, I have Dragon Warrior 7. I see the glare off the TV from where I had it playing. Something in the background, just I was watching stuff on YouTube. But anyways, alright, now we're down to probably my most rarest games I have. Let me go ahead and pull them out. Some of y'all already know what I have if you've seen my other videos, what's displayed on my shelves. But I have these complete in box with everything that it came with. I'm gonna show it to you. Luna Silver Star story, the complete box. It's pretty cool, a collector's thing. Inside the box, there's all kind of stuff. There is like a little cool, there's all kind of cool stuff in here. Let me pull some of it. I don't want to pull all of it out, but it comes with like this little book, which is pretty neat. Shows you all kind of stuff like the characters, and it's pretty neat. Like, it really is. It's really something cool. And I think there's also like a little map in there somewhere. Yeah, I see it's pushed down in there, but I don't want to open all this stuff up. I'm just gonna put it back in where it needs to go. Sometime I'd like to get around to playing this again. It's been so long. And here's the second one, Lunar 2, the Eternal Blue complete in this box, and it's got all the stuff in it. It comes with the same type of book. It comes with this other little thing. See, this is all the stuff it comes with. See, look, all this cool stuff that's in there. Like, there's like this little map and all these little, I don't know what you want to call them, like little tokens and stuff. It's really neat. The other map that I believe that's in the other one is like a cloth style, like texture type map. And this one's kind of feels like it's a cloth one, but the other one I know was a cloth, had like a cloth feel to it. So it comes with this little thing, and then also have this the other book that's kind of like in the other one. So it's pretty neat. Some of the cool stuff. It just talks about the characters in the game, because there's so many characters in that game, and it's a really cool game. If you hadn't ever played it, I know the first one is actually on the cell phones. Like, you can get in the app for gaming and play the actual game on your mobile phone. Try it out. I love this game. It's really fun. A really good RPG, JRPG. Definitely a really good game to play. Highly recommend it if you're an RPG fan or a JRPG fan. Definitely I recommend playing this. But these right here are my favorites when it comes to JRPGs on the PlayStation. Seriously, these, not this first one. The first one's alright, but the second one is awesome. Sickening. That's the first one. Have everything, map, all the discs, everything's in here in good shape. And one of the most rarest probably PlayStation games somebody could have in their collection. Is up there with a lot of them. It's a very expensive game to have in your collection. Very expensive. Sickening 2. Very, very rare game to have in your collection. I mean, it's a very fun game as well. Why it was so rare, I guess they just didn't make so many copies of them, and I know they made a lot of copies of it, I think, in Japan, but I guess for the American version, the English version, they didn't make so many copies and it didn't sell so well here. But it's a very good game, and I loved it. It's a very fun game to play. You can get lost in it. It's a really awesome game. I spent hours playing this, and I don't have nothing bad to say about this one. It's a really good game to have. It was way ahead of its time when it came out. Let's put it that way. And I wish that they might remake this, or it'd be really cool to see. I mean, it's one of my favorite PlayStation games, pretty much one of my favorites. But I'm a wrestling guy too, so I will say the SmackDowns are probably one of my favorite wrestling games of all time for PlayStation and PS2. But that wraps up all the games that I have that's in my PlayStation collection right now. Like I said in my other video about collecting stuff, I haven't been spending a whole lot of money on stuff. I've been putting more money into the house. And I mean, I've bought some furniture for this room for sure. I mean, I needed some stuff for my stuff to sit on. But before I get back into collecting stuff again, I'm going to have to do a lot of, there's just a lot of stuff I'm going to have to do. Christmas is coming around the corner, so, I got bills I got to pay. Also got a lot of other stuff I got to take care of first before I can really start to collect again. And, everything's going on right now. Usually after Christmas, once I get caught up on stuff, taxes are paid on the house and all that crap. The bullshit taxes we all have to pay here. But once I get caught up on that, then take care of some bills and stuff, then I can maybe start looking into what I want to start collecting, get back into collecting again. Or if it's really more like it's just, if I come across something, I like it, and I know I want it for my collection, I'm going to get it. If it's a game that I played a lot when I was growing up and I've come across it and I don't have it in my collection, or I don't have a good copy of it, I'm going to buy it to replace the other copy. And that other copy can be the one I just use to play the game on, and I can keep that good copy just stay on my shelf. So that's what I like to do. I think a lot of collectors like to do that. Just like with my wrestling figures. If I come across a better figure that's in better condition, yeah, I'm going to buy that one. That one's going to go on my shelf, and that other one can go be put up somewhere. And if somebody brings their kids over here and they like to go through my stuff and play with some of the stuff I might have, and I might let them play with some of it, it just depends. So that's what those older figures are for, and that the newer ones I find are better condition. Those are ones I keep on the shelf and don't let nobody really mess with them or anything. I mean, they can look at it and stuff, but I don't let nobody play with them because, I got a dog here, but Dixie's not bad about chewing stuff up, which is good. But if I ever get a dog, that's going to be, they're not going to be like, well, Dixie don't really come in this room unless I'm in here or somebody's in here. So the door's usually shut anyway. So, and there's a lock on the door. So when I'm not here, this door is locked up. So the only one that can get in here is Caitlin. And that way that just makes me feel more safe that nobody's coming up in here messing with stuff that they shouldn't be messing with. Because you can't trust people these days anyways. And I mean, that's me. I don't trust people a lot. So I like to show off my collection to my friends and stuff, but like I said, if I'm not here, I don't really want nobody in this room unless it's Caitlin, and I don't want her in here with somebody else. I'd rather just be her. I just don't trust people being in here messing with stuff, and she might come in here and watch some, because I got all this stuff set up in here. Like I got YouTube TV in here as well, and Netflix, and this is kind of like a theater to us too, because with the theater chairs and stuff, which is cool. But I'm just rambling on about stuff. Hang on, let me do something real quick. Alright, and before I end this video, I figured I'll show y'all my PlayStation 1 and the PS2. I don't know if y'all can really see it because it's kind of dark in there. But that is my PlayStation 1 and my PS2. My PS4 is over here. I don't have a PS3. And there's my PS1 in the box. And that's usually the shelf my PlayStation sits on and whatnot. So, but, that's pretty much it for my PlayStation collection. And I'm about to get on here and do some gaming. Probably gonna play some 7 Days to Die, whatnot. But anyways, guys, I'm Big Hoss. I'm out of here. I hope y'all have a good one, and peace.